Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanallah. Okay, guys, uh, I'm kind of speechless. The South and the North Korean Olympic delegations marched at the opening ceremony under a unified Korean flag. Okay, so the emphasis and the keyword here is a unified Korean flag. So let's take a look at this unified Korean flag and what does it look like? Well, guess what? It's huge and it's white, right? Color of peace. Now, moving further down, South Korean President Moon Jae-in and Kim Yo-jong, the sister of North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, shook hands during the ceremony. This was posted 3 hours ago. Business Insider, guys. Today's date is the 9th of February 2018. Where am I going with this? Okay, now yesterday we spoke about, and this was today's post, so I had no foreknowledge of that, by the way, in the Business Insider. We postulated that this represented and symbolized the North Korean sister, right? And North Korean dictator's sister. I mean, all of it's scripted, right? It's a Hegelian dialectic playing out. And what we've got, and we discussed this yesterday, is the oncoming military invasion by China. These are the 300,000 troops on the border, right? And again, it's all just part of the same structure, Hegelian dialectic. You've got the pyramid with the capstone and the one eye, and they're advancing into Korea, okay, from the border. On the flip side of this girl, we've got okay, guys, just very quickly, by the way, I want you to remember this. This is a string and it's a balloon on a string. Yeah? You see that? It's a balloon, right? You don't get to see the full thing here where I paused it, but it's a balloon on a string, right? Just remember that for me, please, yeah? Okay? Now, so on this side, you've got this girl. The United States of America on the other side, right? Through South Korea, right? So you've got China coming in from north, you've got America coming in from south. I did mention to our beloved Ulama Ikram that an incest, but nonetheless, it was some serious undertones through that for anyone who believed that the United States of America, with all their military arsenal, military might, their ships, their jets, their nuclear bombers, have gone over to North Korea and around now North Korea to read them a bedtime story are certainly misguided in that regard, and that there's a very real a very real sinister agenda behind all of it, right? There's a lot here. I mean, I can talk about it, but again, you need that kind of knowledge, I guess, that sort of behind occult doctrines in order for me to kind of maybe have a discussion. It's something, sadly, I don't think I'll be able to have unless you did actually understand the symbolism. But moving on very quickly, for those of you who are avid historical enthusiasts and readers, this book again describes, and I mentioned the balloon, didn't I, to you guys, right? Okay, so very quickly over here, some of the experts in this are J.K. and Julian. They're doing a fabulous job, and their understanding is pretty much superb. But you've got in this book, you'll see. Okay, so a simple means of signaling, waving arms or white rags, or dropping messages tied to a rock, right? So you got the white rags, the flag, right? Allow those who were carried in the balloons baskets indicate what they saw to the forces on the ground, that they saw back to the forces on the ground. So it's basically a signal that the forces are coming in on the ground. I'd mentioned there's going to be a ground invasion, right? Subhanallah, a long time ago I maintained that. Ajib that all these things are happening and they're signaling it and it all seems to be there. I mean, it's subhanallah, okay? As I said, this article has just been published and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us and guide us. Jazakallahu khairan wa ahsanul jazaa for your time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Again, I can only emphasize that you consider buying gold and silver. You've seen what's happening to the markets. We forecasted that as well, subhanAllah, with very specific dates, and we seem to be seeing all of that unfold as we speak. It'll certainly get far more worse when the war actually is instigated, and we'll see the Blue Mosque being bombed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect and guide us in the cause of Allah. Anyway, Jazakallah khairan wa ahsanul jazaa for your time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.